What the heck? Yes!
Super 50.
We need one.
What on now?
Here with Amory, making your first team debut for this season. Nice to be back after injury and being with the Devs. Talk us through the game.
Yeah, I think it was a good game, a good opportunity for Devs players to come up. I think if we look back on this same game last year and this game this year, I think it shows how far we've come as a squad and the coaching staff, and shows the change in mentality from last year to this year.
And spoke about having the opportunity for Devs to step up. We had 7 Dev players playing tonight. How do you think they got on?
Yeah, I think the Devs players got on really well. I think the Devs have been progressing really well through the season, and none of them looked out of place. Everyone looked comfortable, so it shows that what's going on in the Devs is working, and it's a good pathway through to the first team.
16-0 win over Abbey Rangers, through to a cup quarter final. Ed, could you give us our thoughts, please?
Yeah, really good performance. We spoke before the game about how, regardless of the level of the opposition, it was important to stick to principles today, and that was the thing we stressed after the early couple of goals that sort of gave us the idea that the game was probably done as a contest early. We really stressed how important it was to stick to those principles and stay in good habits. I think that was reflected generally in the performance today, which was pleasing. We've had the story of our season has been dominating most sides that we've played against from box to box, but we've tended to let ourselves down in the final third. So it was equally pleasing to see that our conversion rate tonight was as high as it was, and to see so many different goal scorers was also something that was really nice to see.
We had a lot of Devs come up and play with the first team today. How do you think they got on and integrated with the squad?
Yeah, really well. That's the really good thing about this competition, being one of the highest ranked sides in this. We knew it would be an opportunity to give some senior experience to some development team players who are shining in their group. Once again, similar to the Penn and Tyler game, the Devs who came into the squad today and were involved today have left a very positive impression. Molly was outstanding from the right hand side, played a couple of positions as well. Ash coming back into the first team was like night and day, comparing her in the first team to last season. Anne-Marie making her return to the first team and getting a goal. Plus people like Charlie and Emily, who've had a taste of first team experience so far, them continuing their journey with the first team and their progress with the first team was outstanding. Special mentions as well to Jazz and to RJ as well, making their debuts. It's difficult to come in cup competitions. It's difficult when you haven't necessarily got the relationships with the players around you to make your performance coherent, but I thought those two were outstanding in the second half as well.
And a big game to look forward to on the weekend against Exeter.
Yeah, another stadium game against a side who will probably fancy themselves to win the league. On paper it's a game we should probably lose 90 times out of 100, but last season we were able to upset the apple cart with big games and stadium games. We quite fancy ourselves to be able to do that again. We're difficult to beat, we don't concede many chances, and if the conversion rate is anything like tonight, I fancy us to nick a couple on the break, so yeah, maybe an upset on the cards.